Hello everyone, I'm Rob.
I'm Fred.
And we are two grumpy middle-aged men. And this is hopefully the first of many videos that we'll do. We're going to talk about a different topic each week. That's kind of the idea. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe we won't do a topic. Maybe we'll just talk about whatever the hell we want.
Right.
But the idea is we'll pick a topic each week, we think, and then we'll discuss about what that's like from the perspective of two middle-aged men. Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about things, in terms of when we were kids and when we were teenagers, and when we were young adults,
our
and
misspent
so on.
youth.
Yeah, our misspent youth. We're not entirely sure how this is all going to turn out because, for one thing, this is actually our fourth.
We don't even know
attempt.
how to use the
We
camera.
don't have any clue what we're doing.
This is my iPhone, and we just now figured out that we could make a sound when it was recording. So,
well, we did a whole video just before this one that we thought went really well, and it turned out that it was never filming anything at all.
Gold.
It was comedy gold.
And now it's lost.
And now it's lost for the ages.
In the ether.
And we're not entirely sure how we're going to upload this, and we sure as hell don't know how we're going to edit this. But we'll figure it out, and we're sure as time goes on.
The point is, it's unedited, off the cuff. Who gives a shit? Gold comedy.
Exactly. I guess we should tell everybody a little bit about ourselves.
My name is Fred, and that's all I'm telling you for today.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll tell you that he's also 45, and I am 44, and we're friends, and we met 26 years ago.
Correct.
Right, I was just about to enter into college, and that's when I met him. He was entering into his sophomore year of college, and we became lovers.
I was just going to say, don't say lovers.
Lovers. I'm sure you could tell that just from the first few seconds that we're gay.
Because nobody but gay men would use the word lover.
Partner.
We're
companions.
Boyfriends.
We're boyfriends. But anyway, we had this
19 years old, we're not companions.
This sensual, sordid love affair for almost 4 years. It was filthy.
It must have been somebody else because I didn't have that.
Well, in my head it was filthy. But it turns out that didn't quite work out for us, so we decided to just be friends, and we've been friends ever since. And we figured we always have a good time just sort of hanging out and talking. We tend to hang out in coffee shops a lot.
We make ourselves laugh
about whatever.
We laugh.
Yeah.
We laugh.
So we figured we might as well film it and make a buck off of it. So here we are. Because this is part of my overall vision, which he doesn't quite share with me. I have like a whole 5-step plan, like Miranda sings, in terms of how we're going to turn this into some giant media empire, yes, money-making machine. So step number 1 is we got to make some YouTube videos and get some attention. But eventually, step number 2.
Ellen.
No, step number 2 is we got to get a viral video. So we'll do something that will like swallow cinnamon, or I don't know, dump ice on our heads. Or I'll just have you lie down on the floor and I'll take a dump on your back or something, like last weekend. Or we'll just go into the woods. We'll find a dead person hanging from the trees, and that'll just explode. And then Ellen
flying right up. Who doesn't want to watch that?
Ellen?
No.
A viral video?
You finding a dead person in the woods. Which won't happen.
That already happened.
Where?
Well, Logan Paul. You don't know about him?
No.
Girl, where you been?
Who's that?
He's some guy. He's this twat. He's like really cute, blonde hair, blue eyes. So of course all the young girls love him.
Is he a YouTuber?
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He has like 75 million subscribers.
He found a dead person in the woods.
Well, he's like does videos with his brother, and they're kind of like jackass type videos, where they like, I don't know, hit each other in the balls. I don't know. But anyway, I've never watched any of his videos. But anyway, he famously caught a lot of flack because he went to Japan and he was being disrespectful in their country. And then he went into this forest called the suicide forest where people commit suicide. And he actually found someone hanging from the tree that was dead, and he filmed him in mock.
What are the odds of him finding somebody dead in a suicide forest?
Well, apparently in the suicide forest, the odds are pretty
like saying, I went to a candy store and I found M&Ms.
No, but he actually found someone and made a mockery of them, and then the internet fucking went nuts, and they scolded him. And
I can't have been that nuts because I didn't hear of it.
And somehow he ended up with millions of
hours a day.
And in the end, he just ended up with millions more subscribers than he started.
I'm on my phone more than a 15-year-old girl, so I don't know how I missed that one.
It was all over the place. that's what we got to do, though. Create some infamous video.
Right, well,
hopefully not.
If you want to insult an entire nation, I'm all over it.
Well, we can do that. That's pretty easy.
Simple.
Yeah. But anyway, then Ellen will call, and she'll have us on her show. And
Ellen?
Yeah, and then we'll play a game with Ellen, right? Like she likes to do. She'll probably like hang us from the ceiling and drop us in a vat of goo or something like that. And then once we're on Ellen, you don't know that Ellen does that?
I've never heard of that.
Ellen does all these funny games on her show. She's like has people dropping through the floor.
She plays charades and stuff.
No, she's gone way beyond that now. She's got these intricate things now. Trapdoors where you don't answer right, she presses a button, you fall through. You haven't seen any of this?
I'm making that up.
No, I'm not. I look forward to it though, because we're going to be on Ellen at some point. And then that'll just explode even more, and then we'll get our own television show. And then step 5.
It'll be like Attitudes.
Yeah. Nobody knows who. That's a middle-aged.
Well, that's why we're here, isn't it?
We're going to be the next Linda Dano.
Isn't that why we're here? Do you think millennials are going to be watching us?
Why not?
What would they get out of us?
They're like they're cool dads.
They don't want to watch their dads when they're on home with them. They're not going to want to watch people who are not their dads on the internet.
You don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll get people of all ages.
Maybe.
But anyway, and then step 5 is we just, count the money as it rolls in. It could happen. I expect 6 months to a year.
You never know.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Hey,
Why not?
You know what? Everybody started off this way, I bet Logan Paul at one point was like...
Whoever that is.
Yeah, well, I bet at one point he was like, I'm just going to start making YouTube videos. I think he's a millionaire. I mean, he drives
There's
like
some
these
moron
fancy
on the
cars.
internet who the girls cream over. He stands in front of his fireplace. He's from Canada. He talks about what he bought at the mall. And people watch him like it's their job.
Yeah, people buy these things. They get boxes in the mail and they just unbox it and then they film it and they make millions of dollars. I mean, PewDiePie makes millions of dollars. All he does is play video games.
Well, that's probably sponsor stuff.
Yeah, we'll get sponsors. Oh, yes, and somewhere in there we do have to get sponsors. I don't know how you do that, but we'll figure that out.
I don't know.
We're going to have to learn how to brand this, so we're going to need a logo.
I think Domino's
We're going to have to get a Twitter account.
Sponsor us so that we
McDonald's.
that we'll have free Domino's pizza to eat during the video, and then each week they'll send us a pizza to eat for free.
Who wants Domino's pizza each week?
Better than nothing. I love Domino's anyway, so.
Well, why not get
Domino's, if you're listening, sponsorship right here. Golden opportunity.
I'd rather get Patti LaBelle's pies to sponsor
Maybe we
us.
can do both.
That sweet potato pie is
Maybe we
delicious,
can-
by the way. We had some right before we started filming
Maybe
this
you
video.
can,
and after we finish this video, we're going to eat some more
yank
sweet
her
potato pie.
out of her crypt and ask her if she wants to.
Now she's not going to want to sponsor us. I basically called her dead.
Her career's dead.
Patti LaBelle does not have a dead career. She's still more famous than we are. Not for long, but she is still very famous. That's horrible. You just lost this.
I'm sorry, Patti LaBelle. The opinions stated in this video are not really the opinions of people.
Anyway, so besides the plan though, next week I guess we'll pick a topic. What do you want to talk about next week?
I don't know. Think about it. It's
We're
going to
gonna
be
talk about aging.
how music sucks nowadays, how TV's better than ever.
Music's a sore subject.
I
I want to talk about aging because for one thing, I told him, let's call this channel Two Grumpy Middle-Aged Men. He doesn't necessarily feel middle-aged.
No, I feel
fantastic. On the other hand, I feel practically elderly. Like every day I feel
Tell
like
me about
I'm
your
inching
taint
closer.
pain.
Oh, swear to God. So, every day I wake up, right, and my body's like...
If you're lucky, you'll wake up every day.
Right, if I'm lucky. First of all, I say to Jesus, thank you, Lord God, for letting me wake up today. And then my body says to me...
His arteries are hardening right now. I can hear them.
Right. And then my body says to me, go fuck yourself, bitch. This ain't happening today. And then I have pains like all over my body, a new pain every single day. And then
Hypochondriac. He's like Woody Allen to the end.
But I own it. And then a few months ago, I actually had
achy taint.
an achy
What an
taint.
amazing band name that would be.
Or a drag name. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Achy Taint.
Achy Taint.
Like the rock.
No, it was like throbbing, like someone was knocking on my taint, like a little.
You wish.
Like I just figured that must be what pregnancy feels like. Someone was like knocking on my taint, and I was like, that can't be right. That's got to be bad. So instantly I thought tumor, or cancer of the taint. I don't know. So, but it went away. Is that not? Do you never get that? Do you ever get
taint
Have
pain?
you ever had a throbbing in your anus? Like just a doop, 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 looks like a thumping.
It means you have to poop.
No, this lasted for days. Has this never happened to you?
I don't know. Maybe it's sometimes your blood pressure, like your veins pulsate, like in your wrist. You can feel your pulse in your wrist or your throat.
In your anus?
Maybe there's blood vessels
I
in your
didn't do
asshole.
anything with it. I didn't cause this today.
Ain't nobody seen that thing in 20 years.
No, it's like the dark side of the moon. But, well, are we oversharing? I think we're oversharing. We have to figure out where the line is, in terms of what we want to share and what we don't want to share. So, like right now, I drew that line, but then I sort of stepped over it. So now I'll just redraw it again. But we have to figure that out because this will be public, and chances are people we know might see this, which would be mortifying. But anyway, so next week we'll come back with an actual topic. We're not entirely sure how long this is going. How long do you think this has been?
6 minutes.
20?
This video?
6 minutes?
The longest 6 minutes of my life. I'll never get them back.
Well, next week will be better, I'm sure, because we'll pick a topic and we'll discuss it, and we'll do a deep dive into it.
I hate that phrase.
You hate that phrase? Deep dive. It's like one of those things they use in
It's a businessy
in
thing.
meetings.
I know. I'm gonna do a deep dive.
Shirley, I'm going to ask you to please do a deep dive into those financial numbers for
Into
this
my
week.
pussy.
Right. Where it's like, but please think outside of the box. That's another one of those business phrases. Think outside of the box. What the hell does that mean? Be creative.
Be creative. They could just
say
be
be creative.
Right.
Anyway, maybe we'll talk about business next week.
I don't know
Oh
anything
God,
about
that's
business.
awful. But anyway, we'll come back with an interesting topic next week. But that's it for this week. I'm Rob.
And I'm Fred.
And we'll come up with some snappy goodbye message next time.
That wasn't snappy enough.
No, not really. Bye.
Uh-oh.